Good morning, everyone! So for today's video, I am filming what I guess is called a story time. I don't really film videos like this. In fact, this might be my first story time video, but I wanted to share with you guys a story about the time my hair got straight butchered. And I'm talking like the haircut from hell. I know some of you guys might be thinking I'm exaggerating. I wish I were exaggerating about this story because this happened to me recently, but I'm not. So I'm gonna tell you about that story, what happened, what I've been doing since, all that kind of good stuff, and show you guys pics and video of this horrible haircut, which I'll include at some point in this video. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I do want to put this disclaimer in here very quickly to say if you are the type of person who is of the opinion that hair is silly or vain or superficial, first world problems, whatever it might be, you are obviously entitled to those opinions. However, I request that you click out now because I am going to be talking about my hair. There ain't no excuse for leaving negativity because I already warned you. To give you a brief history of my hair, there are maybe 2 times in my whole life I can remember that I had short hair, meaning above my shoulders. The first time was when I was young, about 4 or 5 years old. My parents cut my hair to about a boy's length, very short, because I would pull my hair out. So I have some baby pictures of me when I would like pull my hair out with like bald spots on my head. It definitely anxiety induced. So they cut my hair off so I couldn't pull my hair out. It was very traumatizing to me as a little girl because I can remember having people ask me if I was a boy or a girl because they couldn't tell because my hair was so short. So that was not a very enjoyable experience. Obviously it was helpful because I got better at not pulling my hair out, but that's a whole nother story. The second time I had short hair was when I was in high school. For some reason, I got it in my head I wanted short hair. I think I saw a picture of Ashley Simpson and was like, hey, she looks good, let me try that too. So I literally went to like Smart Cuts or something like that. Shortcuts, whatever they're called, sports cuts, Sam's Club, I don't know. I remember telling the lady, middle of my neck, and obviously that did not go over very well. I didn't even think I asked her to shape it for me. Instead, it was very blunt of a cut. So I ended up looking like Dora the Explorer. And that was a whole long process of regrowing my hair out. Now this is where the story begins. So let me flash y'all back to November of 2017. So that is about 8 months ago. It is now July that this whole situation happened. So I was with my friend and she had convinced me to go with her to get a hair trim because we both had really long hair and it's just something I routinely do anyway. So I kind of figured, okay, yeah, sure, let's go get our hair trimmed. I usually go to the same person, her name's Sky, and I will talk about her later on in the video because she's absolutely amazing and I will never stray from you, Sky, again. I figured, okay, well, number one, Sky is far from me. It takes me a couple hours to get to her. It's a hair trim, how bad could it be? And for the purpose of this video, I am not going to be mentioning the salon I went to, nor am I going to be mentioning the person that specifically cut my hair. I already issued a complaint, talked to the salon about it, did everything I could in my power, and I'm not going to use my platform to like put out that type of negativity. I've already dealt with it in real life, IRL, so yeah, just to let you guys know. I went in there thinking that a salon is, you know, pretty universal. Everyone who works at a salon should be credentialed and have training, be a professional, like, yeah, like you would hope for any salon. You go to a salon to get services done, you hope you get the service that you paid for and that you're requesting. So we walk into this salon and they had 2 spots available, so obviously me and my friend took that. The girl came out who is going to be cutting or trimming my hair and she seemed nice enough. Let's do this. So I explained to her what I wanted done. I told her I like my hair long, I like my hair thick. Only thing I care about is thick and long. Okay, you got that? I have long layers in my hair. Basically all I want is to get a hair trim, so I just want 1 to 2 inches cut off. Minimize how much you're gonna cut off. I want my length, and also just freshen up the layers that I have. So nothing too crazy, and you know, maybe freshen up my side bangs here. I always have like really long side bangs, as you can see. So she's like, okay. And also on top of that, because I know that one thing can mean something else to someone else. Things can be ambiguous when you go get your hair cut. So I actually even took in a picture and showed her exactly what I wanted, and I showed her how my hair has looked in the past. I mean, I gave her my whole hair history, okay? So this girl had all the information I could provide her with. All the resources I had in my hands, I gave her. So she's trimming at my hair, you know, sectioning it off, whatever, and I'm kind of noticing she seems like she's cutting a lot of hair off. And for me, whenever I go and get my hair trimmed anyways, it always feels like I'm getting a lot of hair cut off, so I didn't necessarily want to say anything. I didn't want to be like a backseat hairstylist. For me, I think like they're professional, they know what they're doing. So what started to feel kind of weird to me was she kept saying things like, oh, well, hair is hair, you know, hair doesn't really matter. Hair grows back, don't worry about it. And I'm kind of sitting there like, what? Do you know what you do for a living? Maybe care a little bit more. I don't know, again, am I crazy? So, you know, we're doing small talk and she's like, oh, what do you do for a living? And I explained to her, oh, it's social media, I'm a YouTuber, blah, blah. She goes, oh, I'm really good friends with, I'm not gonna also name his name, but I'm really good friends with this guy who's on YouTube. He's one of the biggest hair stylists on YouTube. He's really well known. And yeah, he's one of my really good friends. And I was like, oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. I've seen his videos before. Clearly, the company you keep does not reflect on your quality of work, if you catch my drift. Now, even though I put my faith in her abilities, I'm also making sure to drop major hints to her, again, saying like, oh, I like my hair thick. I work with hair companies, so I like my hair long. You know, one time I told her my whole hair history that I told you guys in the beginning of the video, and I was like, yeah, so it kind of means a lot to me that I really like my long hair. It's kind of my brand, you know? Well, the haircut starts coming to an end. It's about, you know, 15-20 minutes, however long it takes to get your hair trimmed. And she goes, oh, do you want me to style your hair? And then my first response was like, well, does that cost more? She's like, no. I was like, okay, sure, why not? So she is curling my hair. And I'm kind of noticing, again, she's taking a little bit more time than, say, it would take me to style my own hair or maybe someone else to style my hair. She seems to be like messing around with it and like fiddling with it. And then she says something, again, that I thought was really odd at the time. She was telling me that she noticed my hair color was uneven, which I never noticed before. I felt like my hair color was beautifully done. I was very happy with it, but she told me because my hair is trimmed, she cut it in a certain way so that the hair color looked more even. Huh? She gives me a mirror, you know, to like, for me to see the back of my head, and I'm looking at it and I was like, huh, that looks really choppy. And also, those layers are way shorter than I asked. She's also showing to me, it's like, see how I cut it up here, this layer, to even out your color? And I'm sitting there looking at it thinking like, I think it looks even more uneven now that you've done that. In fact, it kind of looks like you just went like this with the scissors to the back of my head, but at the time I didn't really know what to say, again, because I didn't really have time to collect my thoughts. It was like, all right, there you go. Now, I didn't know the damage that had been done until I washed my hair a couple days later. She had actually chopped my hair up so badly, it looked like I had a mullet. Yeah, more than half my hair, I would actually say like 70% of my hair was cut to here or shorter, and I had long strangly pieces like hanging out randomly. I also noticed that even like just from side to side, like looking at it like this, the layers weren't even. They were like one side was higher, one side was lower on the layers. My bangs were cut so choppy that they were like steps in my hair. So needless to say, I was horrified when I realized what had happened. And honestly, the haircut was so bad, I could have probably done a better job blindfolded with a sword, Mulan style, chopping my hair off by myself. That's how bad it was. It was to the point where I was so devastated over it. I was Googling pictures of like bad haircuts and like bad choppy layer jobs and blah, blah, blah. And my hair was one of the worst I was seeing on there. I'm going to insert some pictures and videos here so you guys can see the aftermath of that haircut. Okay, so you guys are just gonna see my messy background, so sorry about that. But I just wanna show you guys, I got my hair trimmed on last Saturday. It's Friday, so it's almost been a week. Yeah. So like more than half of it is short. And then I've just got like random like short pieces through it, like here and back here, and then like long strands. And then the right side's way worse because I have more hair on this side, obviously. You can see just like the handiwork. Just like random short pieces like this. And then this is all just chopped short for some reason. And then you can see the layers are not even from like here, like side to side. They're not even. And she did have my hair parted to the side when she cut it, so. And then my bangs, it's supposed to be side swept. They're not really even. This probably goes over here, I'm thinking. So, yeah. And my hair, mind you, I'll probably put before and afters in this, was like to here. And she cut that in a trim. This. I cut this much off in a trim. Ugh. And I'll tell you this now, I'm smiling, kind of laughing about the situation because I feel like I'm past it, but at the time it was horrible because all I could think was, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna give me such a hard time, I feel so stupid, I'm kind of embarrassed, I can't believe this happened, I'm like feel bald because I literally had like this much hair, and so it was horrifying. I wait about a week and then I message Sky, who is the girl that normally, she's the one who cuts and styles my hair. She's the one that does the beautiful balayage on my hair. So I message her the bad news, send her a couple pics. She goes, wow, okay, why don't you come in? And as soon as I pull my hair out of the bun, she's like, oh my God. And mind you, Sky is so sweet. Like, she did not guilt trip me for going to someone else. She was like, I understand. I'm so sorry this happened to you. But she's like, wow, this is really choppy. It's very uneven. And she actually thinned out your hair. That was the worst part, was this girl who cut my hair at that salon, that original salon, had actually gone in and thinned my hair. And that was one thing I requested her not do. Actually, I requested her do the opposite. The reason I like my hair thick, as I think anyone would like their hair thick, is I have alopecia areata, so I get bald spots on my head. I've talked about them in the past. I've recently had a few that I think and my doctors think are probably gonna be permanent, and I've gone through the whole process of getting like steroid shots in my scalp, in my head, so it's definitely something that I think about, that I'm concerned about, and having thick hair is something that I value because then I feel more assured that my bald spots aren't visible, you know, from day to day or however I style my hair. Actually, one of those shots left a dent in my head because I think they over-injected me. That's a whole other story. So yeah, thickness is something that really matters to me, and I was devastated when Sky was like, yeah, she definitely like thinned out your hair for some reason. I don't know why she would do that. What Sky ended up having to do was blending out the layers as much as she could. She also had to take some of the length off. Okay, I'm in the chair. Sky is trying to fix up my mop. So we're gonna have to take a couple inches off the bottom, and then she's gonna try and blend these out, but they're already pretty chunky, so there's not really, there's not gonna be long hair here, obviously, since it's already been cut, but Sky's gonna see what she could do. Now, because this girl did such a bad job cutting my hair, she had actually cut holes into my hair. So not only were the layers really choppy and bad, but it would go from like I literally had like hair like this long off my hair, like it would hit me here, and then it would all of a sudden like jump down here. So there was like a giant hole of a layer. So Sky, what she ended up having to do was put hair extensions in my hair. Okay, so Sky, oh, looks so much better. Just fixed the cut up. Now it's a lot more blended, but it's pretty thinned out. The last girl who cut my hair thinned it out a ton. So we're gonna add some extensions. And I actually have my hair extensions here. So these were the hair extensions I was wearing. I wore these for a month, the month of December, and Sky actually used these and installed these in my hair. I can make a video, a separate video about these, because if I talk about these extensions too much in this video is gonna be way too long, so I feel like this needs a separate dedicated video. But these are specifically Korean hair extensions. They're really high quality extensions that Sky actually brought straight from Korea. They're different in the sense that they're really lightweight, but they're braided into your hair, so they're less damaging than traditional hair extensions. So I was actually wearing all of this within my head for a month. So if you saw any pictures of me, like when I was at the Unforgettable Gala, when I was filming any of my vlogs in December, any of those videos, I was wearing these hair extensions, and I didn't want to share that with you guys because, like I said, I was still freshly traumatized by my haircut. I didn't want to talk about it. I was feeling very vulnerable and embarrassed, you guys, so now I'm kind of over it. But then after December, I took these out. They were a process getting out as well. But I removed them and just kind of let my hair breathe and grow. So this is what my hair looks like now, 8 months later. This is all my hair. And it's kind of back, you guys. Thank goodness. Ooh, it's kind of sitting funny because I had it in a bun. But this is pretty much what my hair looks like. Air dried. I only kind of curled my bangs back to keep them out of my face. But this is what I'm working with. You could still see the short layers in my hair, how much they've grown out. So they've grown out a decent amount, considering like some of them were like literally right here on my head. It was really bad. So to show you guys, I don't know if you can see. So you can see some of the shorter layers in here. Actually, at this point, I kind of like this haircut. So Sky did a really good job in cutting it away so it could grow and not have awkward stages to it. I haven't cut, I haven't colored, I haven't done anything to my hair. In fact, I have actually been babying my hair to try and help it grow and taking supplements, which again, I think I'll do a separate video not only on the hair extensions, but how I take care of my hair, as well as like how I grew my hair out long and somewhat thick again. I could do separate videos on that because I think they deserve a lot more explanation. But yeah, that's kind of the story of how my hair got butchered. I definitely learned my lesson. I'm never going to anyone but Sky again to do my hair. I'm also gonna leave her information down in the description box below if you guys wanna ever get your hair colored, you ever wanna get your hair trimmed or cut, whatever you want to do. She is literally the best person I've ever gone to. She's very honest with expectations about hair coloring. She listens to what you want, and her goal is for you to walk out of there with a hair style that you're happy with. So yeah, that's the story. That's my story. I know to some people it seems silly and ridiculous that this is even a video, or that I would even be upset over my hair getting cut like that, but I don't really care. Like, if it matters to me, that's all that matters. And don't let people minimize you for what you care about or how you feel. That's one of like my biggest pet peeves, is when people try to make you feel like your feelings aren't valid. But anyways, if you're going through something similar, I hope this makes you feel better. We all get bad haircuts from time to time at some point in our lives. I'm sure everyone will experience something similar. But yeah, again, I will make videos on my hair extensions as well as hair routines and how I grew out my hair. Leave comments down below if you guys are interested in seeing videos like that, because I'd be happy to make them. I feel like I have definitely learned a lot about my own hair as well as hair in general through this whole process, so I guess that's kind of a good thing. But as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!